today's video, we're going to be going over the latest Detroit Lions news and rumors for you folks today. And we're going to give you an update. This is the biggest part of the news about the injuries that sustained from yesterday's game to Terrion Arnold and D.J. And it's good news. It's good news. Can't wait to get into it because that was the biggest takeaway from the game for me yesterday is the injuries. Are they long-term? Is this something that's going to affect the team? So we're going to get into that one there. And let's just go ahead and jump right into the latest Lions news. We're going to start with the funny one here. Bears had attempted the Lions stumble bum trick play from the Raiders. It seems like everything that they're trying to do over there for the Chicago Bears is trying to emulate what we did last year. They don't want to be themselves. They want to be the Lions, and it didn't work. It is weird to see a team trying to do exactly what the Lions do and go for it on fourth down and do the same plays and it not work. It's quite interesting. But the reason that it worked for the Lions is because everybody was locked in, all the players on it, the offensive line, Jahmyr Gibbs. You had the offensive line saying, fumble, 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 or ball out, whatever they were saying. Everybody played the part. And then it worked. And obviously, you have great players. That's why it worked for the Lions. And that's why it did not work for the Bears, even though the Bears took that W. By the way, it's really nice to see the Packers tie. What in the world? Well, we're going to be going over the playoffs, projector, and all that, too, in a minute. So it was an interesting one. But what do you guys think? Do you think that the Lions going to win the NFC North? Y for yes and N for no. Let's find that out right now with the standings. Let's get into it here. Standings. As you know, Lions sit up top. Number one in the NFC North because the Packers took a tie to the Cowboys. The Vikings took an L in Dublin, and the Bears won. So the Lions sitting alone, the NFC North, 3-1 in their schedule. It's going to be getting a little bit easier here, right? Letting up a little bit before the bye week as well. Can't wait for the bye week. But that right there is the North. We're sitting on top where it should be. Playoff standings right here. The Lions would be sitting at the number 3 seed. Tell you what, though, the 49ers lost, and they look bad. I don't really consider the 49ers much of a threat. They just got curb stomped. So the Eagles to me is the biggest threat. The Buccaneers just lost to the Eagles. Rams are 3-1, Seahawks 3-1, Packers 2-1-1. So there you go. The Lions are sitting at. Look, the goal for the Lions is to make the postseason. That's it. Get to a Super Bowl. That's what we wanted. And if through 4 games or 3-1, I'm not going to be upset about that. 3-1. Take it all day. So the line's good right now. If the playoff were to happen, we're good right now, right? So, but the Lions are on the right track, and that's a good thing. That's a great thing. Let's get some great news, injury front. Great news here. It says bad and good news. I'm going to give this all good news from what it looked like. But here it is. The Lions are dealing with injuries from 2 of their starting cornerbacks, with D.J. a candidate for injured reserve, but no surgery required, Rapoport. Remember, injured reserve is the 4-week one. It's not that, it sounds horrible, but it's the 4-week one. And then we got the bye week after. So I suspect that D.J. will come back after the bye week. He'll be able to rest up with his hamstring all the way until after the bye week. So we got to deal with the Bengals, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Buccaneers without D.J. Terrion Arnold says should be good to go. Should be good to go there. So there's nothing serious with Terrion Arnold. I do believe that the Lions, the reason they're banged up so much is a short week. There's a lot of players that was banged up. So I suspect that that was a reason why as well. But it's great, great, great news that we avoided something major with DJ Reed. It sucks it's not going to be in the next couple of weeks. We need him there for the playoffs. We need him for we make that run. And the way it looked horrible yesterday with that injury, it looked like he was going to be done for the season. So for him to be able to come back in a couple of weeks or in a month, that's great. That is great. It sucks for the next couple of weeks, but for the long haul, it's great. It is. What do you guys think? Are you happy that it's not a big-time injury? You're still nervous because we got a couple games coming up with KC, Tampa. Let me know your thoughts. Stock report from the Pride of Detroit. Let's see. I haven't seen even the list. I just seen the first one here. Stock up Jack Campbell. He looked amazing last night. He was sideline to sideline. Great in the run game. He's really getting better every week and every year. J-Mo, I wouldn't even know if I want to put stock down for J-Mo. He did have 2 drops, but it was him and Jared Goff were both off. I'm not upset about it. It was an off game. I mean, I just kept saying during the game, don't throw it to J-Mo. It was an off. I wouldn't think it's a long-term deal. Hutchinson as well got 2 sacks. Looked great, but again, it was the backup tackles for the Browns, but still, 2 sacks, that's great. 4 tackles, positive. David Montgomery, I won't even consider this stock down. David Montgomery was used a lot last week. Again, it was a short week. They wanted to go on the outside, I think, with running. Jahmyr Gibbs is better with that. Not stock down. They just utilized a different one. Stock up here. I would agree with Khalif Raymond. He had to do this. He had to have a better game in special teams week 4 than he has for the first 3 weeks. Obviously, that punt return for a touchdown is huge, but it's just all around. You want to see him just on normal kickoffs and stuff. So it's good to see him do well. Stock down, agree fully. The opening drive defense has been trash. It has been like this all 4 weeks. The planned offensive drive against the Lions defense has been winning. Jared Goff, yeah, I would say stock up or neutral. He's just so good in the pocket in regards to his surroundings and awareness. He is really good at trying not to turn the ball over. I knew he had the interception in the game, but he also is getting hit at the same time, so obviously it's going to screw up your pass. The pass rush was crazy good for the Cleveland Browns. The Lions didn't take a sack. Matter of fact, Jared Goff hasn't had a sack in 3 games. He's been a great. His numbers weren't gaudy yesterday, but you're going against the number 1 defense. He did exactly what you wanted him to do. Stock neutral, DJ Reed. Yeah, I'm going to say stock down just for the injury, but not for him. This is for the injury itself. He's great. He looked good he got the interception. He's an amazing player. He's our best cornerback. Stock down is because he got injured. Stock significantly up. It's not a long-term injury. It's a hamstring. Should be good to go after the bye week. Effing amazing news. I literally, when I seen him go down yesterday, him and Hutch, I felt like my soul left my body. And so for these guys, for him to not be long-term, even though it sucks at the short term, we need him for the playoffs. We need him for when the games matter. We face the Eagles, down the stretch. Heal up, DJ Reed. We love you here. You're amazing. Shout out to DJ Reed. So in the comments, prayers up to number 4. That's DJ Reed. Show him some love in the comments. We love DJ Reed here. Quick Hits, he says, Jahmyr Gibbs stock up. I agree. Amazing job. Really like that catch where it was almost a touchdown. It's about, 12 yards, and he got to the 1 yard line. He took a hit. That's awesome. And he stood up. St. Brown is always going to be awesome. That's what he does. Panay Sewell and Taylor Decker, Graham Glasgow. We're going to go ahead and put Mahogany and Tate Ratledge in there, going against the best defensive line in football. 0 sacks. I know there was pressure on Goff. What the hell do you expect? Phenomenal job. 3 weeks without a sack. 3 games. If you don't want your quarterback injured, you got to stay upright. And the Lions do a phenomenal job in that. Derek Barnes was great yesterday. He doesn't get enough credit getting to the quarterback. Same with Alex Anzalone. He's going after him a lot. Trevor Nowoski had a great play. D.J. Reader has done phenomenal this year, and compared to last year, I thought he's done a really good job. I didn't really see Tyler Lacey. I can't comment on that. Kirby Joseph, he was dinged up. We just want him to stay healthy. Stock down, I'm not going to put Tate Ratledge in stock down. Of course, there's going to be he's going to make mistakes. Other than that, did phenomenal. I mean, this offensive line right now, in my opinion, top 5 offensive line in football, top 3 offensive line in football, and they're getting close. They're getting close up there, to be the big dogs. There's still really good teams out there, but the Lions got great offensive lines. So it's good news here for me. I think it's good news. With that said, folks, adios.